Today's topic is going to be about being neurodivergent and having your ideal work schedule. So I think it's important to always self-advocate and be clear on what you want and what you need and what you know to work for you. So for me, I realized after forcing myself to conform for years in the workforce that a 9-to-5 schedule just does not work for me. When I switched from healthcare to tech work and admin work, I thought that because I was on the computer that I would just be able to thrive at a 9-to-5, and I never could. With being neurodivergent, and if you add having neurodivergent children into the mix, you will quickly realize that your schedule is never your own, that there will always be something to come up, always. So now I work a job where I choose my own hours and I'm able to go out into the field at days and times that work for me. And then the rest of my time is spent doing my writing and creative work and working on growing my business, because that is what works for me. I am great at doing my job, whatever my job is. I just cannot always do it in the time block that neurotypical people are accustomed to. So my work schedule works for me because I don't sit in traffic during the common work times, and I'm able to get stuff done when I can, and it works out. I can't always do my best work in the 9-to-5 time blocks because of things that may arise. Appointments with the kids, I may need a mental health day or a mental break, I may have errands or other tasks to take care of. So I like project-based work that I can kind of do on my own time. That's why I seemed to thrive when I was in college and I was able to do the work online. I discovered a lot of this during the pandemic as I was growing and learning more about myself, what works for me and what doesn't. So when I have jobs now that require me to write or create content or digital products or articles, things of that nature, if my best work time is at 2 a.m. because that's the only time my house is quiet, then that is the time that I will get my best work done. Not when I'm forced to work within hours that just don't work for me. So if that sounds like you, maybe look into fulfilling work that allows you to have a more flexible schedule, or at least work hours that you know work for you. Everybody's situation is different. So if you have a job where you will work better overnight, strive for that. Look into what your field is or what you're interested in and work overnight. If early mornings are better for you, then find a job that meets those hours. Basically, the point of this is that you're not limited. You don't have to conform to certain hours in order to make a living. Just find what works for you, your family, your household, and try to find careers or jobs within that sector, but also that time. It's important. When you can control your time as a neurodivergent person, it does help tremendously with the autonomy aspect, but it also just makes more sense, because why force yourself to be somewhere where you know that long term it's not going to work out for you? When I was in my late teens and early 20s, and I would quit jobs frequently because I wasn't happy or my schedule wasn't working out. Now I know why. So now to avoid that, I just do what makes sense to me. It doesn't have to make sense to everyone else.